All right, Bobby. I didn't really talk to you about this, but how will Fauci, how will Dr. Fauci be remembered through all this? How will you write about him?
Yeah, that's such an interesting question. Look at Rachel Maddow, the way she covered him this week after he announced his retirement, saying that he was this great American hero, that there'll never be another one. So I think half the country will probably remember him very fondly, or at least I would predict they will. But for me, and I think the other half is that you have to look at this guy as not only a liar, but someone who was so desperate for control late in his career, so much during COVID. He led the country astray on so many issues. He was deceitful. And the worst of all is he tried to play the victim later on. He still is about how people attacked him. And when you attack him, it's an attack on science. It's like, wait a minute. People are criticizing you for valid complaints about when COVID was going away and people were going back to work. You go on national TV and say, we're only in the fourth inning of COVID and things are about to get worse. This was a guy who waited his entire life to have power. And once he finally got it by virtue of COVID, he couldn't let it go. And I think that's his legacy, is that his greed for power, which so many bureaucrats have. Power is the ultimate motivation for all of them.
You know, it is interesting. I mean, maybe he was doing the country a favor. I don't know, but it seemed like he never turned down an interview. Like, it seemed like most people kind of do. I mean, maybe he did, but damn, it seems like he was always on that.
Yeah, there was a story about 6 months into COVID about how many shows he had gone on. He had gone on MSNBC twice a day for like 5 straight days. He was on NBC's Meet the Press, I think, for 2 months straight at one point. And if he took any time off after that, it was maybe 1 week. He was on those channels every single day, and a lot of times contradicting himself. And there's some hilarious videos of him going on CNN at 1 p.m. saying one thing and going on NBC or MSNBC at 5 o'clock and saying or telling a completely different story. So there was nobody on TV more. Like I said, at the end of 2020, he was the biggest breakout media star because he was everywhere. He was a media star in 2020, not a doctor. So I give him that award. I think he probably earned it again in 2021. I just didn't put it on a list.